everyone. We're going to get started in just a second here. So thank you for joining us for Ticket Sign Up Quick Hits, updates, and new features. Jake is going to be walking you through some of the new stuff that has been put out in the last couple of months in case you missed it or you need to understand a little bit more about how it works. Two quick housekeeping notes off the top here. This will be recorded, so if you miss something, step away. We'll send out the recording along with all of the slides sometime tomorrow, as well as posting them to our website. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can put them into your GoToWebinar module. It's usually on the right-hand side of your screen. And I'll be answering some of those in writing throughout. And then if we have any that we need to ask at the end, we will do that there. That should be it. So I'll just hand it over to Jake now.
Thanks, Johanna. Hi, everyone. Get started here. So I am Jake Unger. I am part of the Ticket Sign Up sales team, and I'll be walking through the webinar today. Quick agenda of what we're going to cover today. Really, we're going to go through just a quick introduction of Ticket Sign Up for those that maybe are not familiar with us or have used our tools in the past. And then I'm going to go through some just kind of quick hitting recent releases that we put out over the past 6 months. So we'll spend some time talking about self-serve ticket management, invoicing, reporting. We've recently added private tickets, and then we've made a few updates for tickets for nonprofits as well. So we are Ticket Sign Up. We make it our mission to build free and easy technology to help you sell tickets, grow your event revenue while making it simple to manage your events and customers with event software that you can fully control. We also build our technology around challenges our customers face, which is sort of a theme of the webinar today. All of the new feature adds, they've really come from customers that were looking for a way to either solve a challenge or make things easier. We have over 30,000 events using our platform, and we've processed over $2.6 billion in transactions. So Ticket Sign Up was purpose-built for ticketed events and event ticketing. We support simple events with maybe just general admission tickets, as well as some of your more complex multi-day and timed entry events. We really pride ourselves on making it really simple for purchasers to check out and make a purchase quickly. We include free and unlimited email for promotion and communications, unlimited contacts, unlimited sends. So if you're paying for a MailChimp, if you're paying for a Constant Contact, or looking for a platform that provides free email, we're a great fit for you. Each event also gets its own free and easy to build website, and this is going to be your branding, not ours. So every website is fully customizable. So all the content that you want to put on there, your logos, your color schemes, if there's menu items or specific content to your event, the event website is very customizable and branded for you. Your purchasers, we make it really easy for purchasers to buy tickets and manage their tickets as well. So we'll talk about this in a bit. When somebody's going through a ticket purchase or they need to manage their ticket, there's no login required for your attendees. So again, we make it really simple for those folks that are buying tickets and coming to your event. Make it easy to collect custom information from your attendees through custom questions. This is, if you're familiar with our registration platform and RunSignup, one of the bigger differences is purchasing a ticket is a very simple purchase path. So it's typically just your basic information, name and email address that we're sending the ticket to. But if there's specific and custom information you do need to collect, for example, food allergies for a gala event, or really any type of custom information, you can build that into that purchase path as well. So you're grabbing that information that you need from your attendees. Our admin and self-serve ticket transfers is something that we'll talk about today as well. And of course, we have a great mobile check-in app for tickets and store item fulfillment. So the purpose of this webinar today is to be a quick hitting, really kind of like a highlight reel of some of the recent product updates and releases over the past 6 or so months. Really to help event directors keep up with what we're doing. We do have every release that we put out on our blog. So feel free to subscribe to our blog if you want to keep up with these updates. And we have over 500 releases in Q1. So some of these were smaller releases, some were bigger updates, and we'll run through a few of these on today's webinar. So I'm going to start with our self-serve ticket management updates. So building self-serve ticket management options into our ticket platform has been a focus for the past few years for us. Purpose is to really make it easy for your attendees to make changes. Easy typically equals happy. So if we can make it simple for your attendees to make any type of changes or edits or transfers for their tickets, it equals happy customers. It also reduces the customer service that you might receive as an event director. So cut down on those phone calls, cut down on those emails that your team is receiving. So some of what we've done is really to improve the attendee interface to make it easier to manage a ticket yourself, or find instructions on how and where to manage and make a change. So some of the places that we've improved and added to that attendee interface is one, having the ability to manage your ticket in your confirmation email. So on the bottom left of your screen, you'll see that the 4th of July air show. This is an example of like a confirmation email that might be sent over after purchasing a ticket. So you can see there's a managed ticket link right on that confirmation email. A second place where you can include the ability for someone to manage their ticket is right on your event website. So whether it be a ticket lookup, or you can even add a menu item on your event website, such as transfer your ticket here, or need to change dates, or change information in your ticket, click here. So again, making it really simple on your event website to be able to make any of those changes. And then the third is within our free email marketing. So we have the ability to add replacement tags, such as manage your ticket. So when you're sending those communications to your attendees, whether it be scheduling an email to go out the week of the event of what to expect, what to bring, you can also have a manage your ticket link there as well. So if they need to change their ticket, upgrade to VIP, change to another date or time if it's a multi-day event, again, we want to make it really simple for your attendees, but also for you to communicate the ability to do that as well. Some of the previously released items on self-serve ticket management is the ability to resend a confirmation email section that's listed right on the top of the ticket event site. So this makes it easy for customers to access that confirmation email. They can reconfirm whether they did complete the purchase process. Sometimes it's coming up to the event and did I actually buy that ticket? They can jump in and put in their email and get that confirmation email sent back to them to confirm that they do in fact have tickets. Also receive that QR code for check-in. So if it's the day of event and they're looking for that QR code, they can hop right on the ticket event site, resend that confirmation email so that ticket or QR code is right on the top of their inbox. Also for reminders of key event details. I think it was about 2 years ago, we built the ability for purchasers to transfer their tickets. With that said, as the event director, you're able to set rules for how and when this can be done. So common challenge, especially with multi-day outdoor events, is weather. So some of those rules that you can set or ways that you can allow your attendees to transfer to another ticket would include before an event date, up to a set period of time that you would allow. So if somebody wants to transfer their date, leading up to the event, they can do so. You can allow them to transfer that ticket after the date is passed. This would be for like a cancellation or weather. For example, if it's a multi-day event, a fall festival or a Halloween hunt, and it's a rain out, you can send all of those ticket holders for that date an email that allows them and just the ticket holders for that date to be able to transfer to an upcoming date, even though that date is already passed. You can allow this to be free, or you can also charge a fee. So if folks do want to change their ticket date, you can charge a fee for that, or you can allow those transfers to be free. You can also set those cutoff times as well. So if you want to allow up until 24 hours before your event, you can manage and change your date, or up until 6 hours before your event, you can choose those and set those rules. You can also allow or not allow those transfers into sold out dates or events as well. A new self-serve feature we just added is the ability to transfer a ticket to a friend. So think if I bought a ticket to a concert. Myself and my wife, I bought 2 tickets and something came up. don't have childcare, we need to send our tickets to somebody else to be able to attend the event. The transfer to a friend feature allows you the actual transfer of a ticket from one ticket holder to another. So this is the sender's transfer tickets will no longer be available. They can transfer one or all of the tickets. So in that example, myself and my wife bought tickets for a concert. Maybe my wife can't attend and I want to transfer just one of those tickets. Or if both of us can't attend, I can transfer both. So you have the ability to transfer some or all of those tickets. You can also use this as transferring as a gift. So maybe I wanted to buy my sister tickets for her birthday for an event that's on TicketSignup. I can then I can purchase it in my name and transfer those over to her. The original ticket holder is going to be the one that initiates the transfer from their ticket management page, and then the ticket recipient will get an email with a link where they can claim their ticket. We've also added the ability to add store items to an existing purchase. So this helps maximize revenue by making it easy for purchasers to add store items after the initial purchase. So you can upsell before the event through email reminders to add store items. So maybe I bought a ticket for an event and you can schedule emails to go to your ticket purchasers to upgrade to VIP or to add store items. Makes it really easy, again, to maximize the revenue for that event to encourage those additional items. You can also keep on-site sales easy by allowing the purchase on phone or with fulfillment on-site. Again, for example, the upgrade to VIP or upgrade to a fast pass for a Halloween hunt. And you can also customize the language there. So for example, on those emails, you can have add store purchase, which is going to, again, they click on that and it can then take them right to the standalone store to add those to their already existing tickets. These store items or upgrades that have been added, they also show in the Tickets app when the QR code is scanned. So this is really going to help save time with not trying to find the right QR code for a store item. So, if I bought a ticket that's coming on one QR code and then I have to go in and do a separate purchase and that's going to send another QR code, that makes things a little messy. So being able to manage your purchase and add those store items to your already existing purchase to keep everything, again, on one QR code so you're not searching for the right one at the gate. Reporting has always been an area we're looking to develop and add functionality to. Over the past few months, we've added a check-in interval report. So this specific report came by request from a seasonal event that ran through the span of multiple weeks in the fall. And what they were looking to do is be able to drill down into the data to help make certain business decisions, such as staffing or pricing. So what this report does, it shows a digestible graph with an exportable table for more analysis. So you're able to drill into those time frames of maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes on a check-in. So if you have an event that goes through several weeks and you're trying to make those business decisions, okay, when do we need to have staffing? How many people do we need to have at check-in based off of how many folks historically are showing up at specific times of your event? So this interval check-in report really allows you to again, drill into what's happening at your event, when the capacities kind of fluctuate throughout your event so you can make those strategic decisions on your business. Another request that we've taken into consideration is the ability to invoice straight from your ticket event dashboard. So creating an invoice, you're able to now create, send, and manage invoices from your event dashboard. This is going to allow you to be able to invoice groups such as your sponsors or bulk ticket purchasers or other types of groups that you wanted to send invoices to. This allows you to manage all of your financials from a single dashboard, also a single set of reports, so you're not having displaced financials or displaced reports. So if you're doing invoicing, you're doing your ticketing, offline payments, everything can now be in one single source and one single report. The invoices are very professional. It's a professional interface for online and offline payments. So they look really great and also able to really make it clear to those folks that you're sending it to what that invoice is for, what it includes. The invoice reports also manage and track pending and complete invoices. To create an invoice, some of the details that are needed is going to be the name, email, and address of the person or organization that is being invoiced. You're going to need the invoice amount. You then also choose on the processing fee, so whether you want to absorb the processing fee on that invoice, if you wanted to pass on that processing fee for the invoice, or if you wanted to split the processing fee. You have the ability to choose from those three different options. You'll also put in the due date when the invoice is due, the details of what is included, as well as sales tax. So the invoice is going to default to our generally taxable items, but this can also be customized. So sales tax, collection, and remittance, it's going to be automated, so you can choose if it's not, what type of ticket or what you're invoicing for to make sure it's being taxed appropriately. The invoice process is going to follow a series of these steps. So the event director is going to initiate the invoice straight from TicketSignup dashboard. By default, those notifications are going to be sent to the person being invoiced as well as the event director. You can also customize the event director notifications on the notification page. And then it's going to be sent when an invoice is created as well as when an invoice is paid. So as the event director, you're going to get a notification that an invoice has been sent, and then when that invoice has been paid, you'll also get that notification to let you know that, of course, it's been paid. And then the invoice also includes a button to make it very clear and easy to pay that invoice or see offline instructions. So if you look on the top right-hand corner, that's an example of what the invoice would look like when being created right through TicketSign. Invoice-specific reporting in the dashboard is going to include your pending incomplete invoices. You're also able to filter by date sent, date to due, or unpaid invoices only. You can also click on the hyperlink of the invoice to view those details or record offline payment or resend the invoice. And you can also do partial or full refunds can be made directly from TicketSignup as well. Just like in a general ticket, same thing with an invoice, you're able to make those refunds. I'm going to get into private tickets here. So our release of private tickets, really this is going to open up some new ways to get tickets to segmented groups such as your members, sponsors, corporate partners, or really any group of people that you don't want the general public to see pricing for. So we've gotten this request a lot where maybe there's a sponsor that they get so many free tickets or a reduced cost for their ticket. You could create coupon codes for those, but that gets a little complicated. So the private ticket sort of solves that challenge. You can create a specific ticket for that group, that sponsor, or that corporate partner, where they have that reduced pricing, and send that link directly to that group. And then on your general ticketing page, the general public isn't going to see that pricing for that group. When creating a private ticket, so if you've been in TicketSignup recently and created a ticket, you may have noticed at the very bottom now there's that ticket level private code. So to create this private ticket, you're going to add that private code at the bottom. This will hide those tickets from your website or purchase path. So if you go in and add that code at the bottom, that ticket that you just created is not going to show on your ticket site. We recommend using a logical code such as sponsor or corporate partner, something that's pretty clear there. You're then going to copy that generic private tickets URL, and then you're going to replace that with the code that you created. You can go ahead and share that URL with anyone that needs access to that private ticket. So again, a great solution for those segmented groups that you want to get, whether it be discounted pricing or free tickets to give them their own landing page where they can go in and manage that. So several of our event organizers put on more than just one event. We've added a component to the event page that now allows you to display all of your upcoming and past events to encourage your fans to come out to your next big event. So this can display both on ticket events and races. You can choose on how this is displayed. So we have both grid and list view options, depending on what you prefer and how you want that to display. This is going to can show upcoming and past events, and you can also choose which events this is showing as well. And this is going to link to your event list in the post-event emails to encourage attendees to find another event or another adventure with you. We'll finish up the webinar today with a few releases specific to nonprofit events. We've now added the ability to import offline donations. So offline donations is going to allow you to keep all of your event donation data in one place for easier reporting. It's also going to ensure the accurate donation goal and thermometers on your event website. So if your event's encouraging or accepting donations and somebody writes a check or comes by the office and hands cash and makes a donation that you want reflected to that event and that reporting, you can now add those as offline donations, and that's going to reflect in the report. If you have that donation goal or thermometer, those offline donations are now going to reflect there as well. We support two ways to import these offline donations. The first is going to be a manual import, which really is ideal for a small number of donations that need imported, 1, 2, or a handful of donations where you can just manually go in and import those. The fields are going to require first name, last name, the donation date, and the donation amount. Also, the option and additional fields are available as well. And if a check payment is selected, you're going to go ahead and include the check number will be an option to include there as well. We also support CSV import. This is going to be for a larger number of offline donations. And this is done by mapping a CSV file to match through the fields listed in TicketSignup. So again, this is ideal for large number of offline donations. That file is going to need to include the first name, last name, donation date, donation amount for each entry. The file must be saved as a CSV file, and the data will automatically be matched to the fields in the system. You can use headers that match the ticket sign-up fields to speed up matching, and then once you map those, you can double check the mapping and those ignored fields. You're going to want to confirm your date format or your data format, and then review those donations as well. And you can edit, delete individually, or add any donations along the way. When donations are imported, they're then reflected in the donation report with a column to identify that it was a manual entry. And you are then able to export your donation list to now include those manual donations. Another update for nonprofit events is the ability to set up seating for dinners and galas. This is something that has typically been a pretty manual process for events with table seating. One way to do this that we've added is through custom questions and limiting the responses on those custom questions based off of table capacity. Another way that's not listed here is through ticket groups and table numbers. If you have specific questions on your event and setting up seating, feel free to reach out to us directly. We have some great use cases for these, and we're happy to chat through your event, the seating, and how we can make it work so you're able to assign those seat numbers and kind of take some of that load off of your team, so it's not just everybody's buying tickets and then you're manually creating those seating charts on your own. You can also upload a mock-up of the table layout just for clarity for your attendees as well. We also have the ability to assign some or all of your tables on site right through the check-in app. If you choose to go this route, and if you're assigning all tables on site, what you're going to want to do is set up custom questions as an internal question. And you're going to set that custom question to ask each ticket holder. So then when you download the app, they show up and check in. It's then going to ask you to assign that table number at check-in. And for assigning seats online, we've listed some preset configuration instructions here. We're going to send the recording of this webinar out as well as the deck. So you'll have these instructions here with how to set it up and configure it in the check-in app. And this is going to allow the director at check-in, again, to see and fill in the table assignments with those custom questions. One last thing to note here is there will need to be internet connection for assigning the seats if you chose to go this route, just to ensure there's no duplication. Generally, the check-in app does work offline, but if you're going to be assigning the seats and using the custom questions, you'll need to have internet access for the check-in app. I believe that's all we have today. Again, we've had over 500 releases just in Q1, so there's lots going on. We have some very smart, some great people on our development team. So I'd encourage you to follow along with our blog if you want to stay updated with what's new and new features, new releases that we put out on TicketSignup. I'm going to pause. I'm going to turn it over to Johanna. I don't know if there's any questions, but I'm happy to answer any that have come up.
Yeah, we have a few that have come in. So if anyone has any more, you can continue to add them. But to start with, are you able to set limits on tables to ensure they aren't oversold?
Yes. Yep. And there's a few different ways. I mentioned it. I kind of flew through some of those slides, but in the custom questions, even though we're setting it up as one option to be setting up as question, you can limit those question responses. So if I'm choosing table 1, we can limit it to X number of responses based off of the seats. Another way to set up these table seating options would be through ticket groups. For example, table 1 is a ticket group, table 2 is a ticket group, and we have 8 tickets available at table 1. Or we could even list out the seats. So there's a few different ways, and we've done a really great job of, again, kind of working with each event's a little different on their seating and what's needed. So happy to connect with you kind of one-off and just chat through the events that you have coming up and make sure that we can figure out the tools in the event site to fit your seating chart.
If a ticket buyer transfers a ticket to someone else, does the original buyer get refunded?
No.
Where can we find the events list to add it to our website?
Yeah, so in the website builder, if you haven't used the website builder, if you go to on the dashboard of your events, I believe it's under website builder, and then you'll be able to add a component, and the component that you're looking for is event list.
And if I send an invoice and it gets paid, where does the money from that invoice go?
It goes to your payment account. So the payment account that you set up with TicketSignup, you send the invoice. Again, you choose how that processing fee is handled on that invoice, and when that's being paid, then it'll be going to your payment account and paid out just like the tickets were to be.
Great. I think that is it for now. So thank you very much, Jake, and thank you guys for coming today.
Thanks for joining.